So this is the extensibility cockpit. So let's take a look at the extensibility cockpit app. So we just have to copy the extensibility cockpit development and customizing tenant. So let's take a look at the customizing tenant because this is all customizing thing. So we do have an extensibility cockpit app. I think I kept it open for some time. So as of now, we will, okay, we do have data. So let me take you through the slide, then I can come back to the application. After learning, we can make extension with both custom fields and custom logic for the create/plan customer project apps. We can now look up the relevant business context in the extensibility cockpit app in SAP S/4HANA Cloud. Each business context has a set capacity and different types of extensions take up more or less space in the capacity. For example, a custom free text field that allows 300 characters is going to take up significantly more context capacity than a free text field that allows 30 characters. So this is about that. Let's get into the cockpit. So what you see here, we have various types of extensibility, right? We have key user extensibility, we have development extensibility, developer extensibility, and we have side-by-side extensibility. So in that, what all custom changes we will do is we make custom UIs and reports, APIs, to either pull the data from SAP system and send it to non-SAP system, or vice versa, from the third-party system to SAP system. Basic business logic. So, for example, in finance, in your organization, maybe a certain way of um, implementing the business process will be different. So in that scenario, we might need the business logic to be changed. Business scenarios might be added. CDS views will bring data into the analytics. We have form template. So say suppose you have a user registration form, and by default we would have 5 fields. For example, if customer needs an additional 1 or 2 fields, then we need to customize that. And likewise, because about email template, like project ID can be added as a header to an email template, then it becomes the custom. So this is the business context. So this is the accounting context. The name is, we can just get into that. So the structural enhancement is not supported for this particular business context, and logic enhancements also not supported. It is looking out for whether UI or report changes are available. Most probably, let's wait. Yeah, we do have a lot of UIs and reports are available. So these are all custom. These are all Fiori UI5 UI type. And say suppose it's a allocation result. As a part of allocation result, you can create a custom field here. So if you click on the custom field here, it will actually, this is allowing us to have the custom field. So as of now, we don't have data and I don't have an option to create it. Otherwise, I could do that. This is only possible what fields needs to be added. But at least you got the logic right. In a custom field, we could also have our custom logic. That is the enhancement implementation. Once you're done, you can add the name of the implementation for this particular custom logic. So at the moment, we don't have the rights, so we are not seeing any create button or anything. But basically, this is the data source. The name is allocated allocation results. Data source is a particular name. Um, Basically, this is under FCO accounting. So FCO underscore run underscore allocation underscore MDL 0001. It will run the allocation in and it creates a custom field. So allocation result, how many fields are required, you can add using the create custom field. This is basically for the developers. The next is APIs. So there are 5 APIs available here. So these 5 APIs are under accounting market sector. Say suppose you wanna use any of these APIs, we can use, or you can request for a new API. In order to request a new API, you have to look at the note. And now I'm the API. So these are the APIs available. So these once you call these APIs, you get in this case the entities are like finance, planned items, staging area, finance planning, and entry item TP. So 4 entities will be provided as part of OData service. And say suppose if you want to request for a new API other than the available 5, you need to click on request API button, and this takes you to the information saying that to request a new API you have to see SAP note 2483157. I can take this, and this is SAP for me, and also I can search for that. So 24 service and support. um there are 1 2 3 results are available for the for this particular most probably this is the one explains how to do customer project planning and assignment. We are in defining association from custom field to custom business object. So I don't think this is pulling the right data, but we are at the right place to look for the. This will look okay. We have these. Yeah. Let's take a look at the notes. I can search. That is the component. We don't know the component. We don't know the type. We can search with the number. Search with the filter. So this not seems to be. Do I have a space? No, not available. That is why you don't see anything here. But that's interesting. It should have showed the note. Anyways, the note is not available, but we have got 5 APIs. Business logic, there is one business logic. If you can create, say, suppose there is a body, you can also, there is an enhancement spot, then you can do enhancement implementation. So, say, suppose I am trying to create that. This is actually not, yeah, it is allowing. But once I go inside, I might not have the create button. So as I said, this is what the UI looks like. And next slide. So we do have business context with scope. So we were in the business context with scope, and it shows the custom fields as well as the custom logic. Also, we have all business context. So I can go back and show you. So this is not allowing us to create any custom logic or or enhancement implementation because we don't have that. So let's go back here. This has got the CDS views. So this is for non-analytical, but mainly for analytical queries. Form template. So normally there is no form template available. Probably we will have email template. So we also don't have email template. And this case, logic enhancement, structural enhancements are supported. Logic enhancements are supported. Capacity used only 1% of the entire, extensibility in the extensibility cockpit. The option under accounting market sector is used. Okay, let's get into the next slide. Extensibility inventory app. After I make an extension, it needs to be exported from the customizing tenant of the development system and imported to the test and production system. So what I showed, extensibility cockpit app help us to create all the extensions. However, we do this extension in the customizing tenant of the development system, and it has to be imported to the test and then to the production system. The extensibility inventory app is used to track who last made change to specific extension and whether it has been exported or imported. So it is as simple as that. It's an inventory app. So say suppose if you have more items, you keep it in your inventory, right? Likewise, extensibility inventory app is used to track down the extensions available, where it allows you to track who made the change, the last change to the specific extension, as well as whether it has been exported or imported. This app is master library of all the extension made within the extensibility framework and help you view associations or dependencies between them. So the UI will be looking like this. One second, I will take you to that custom field. Okay, let's go here and try extensibility inventory. Actually, we don't get anything in this case because we never made any custom enhancements in our training system. So you don't see anything as such. It's a blank app. However, we can take a look at the picture in the slides. So here they are looking at extensibility inventory, what we were looking at, the same app. But in this picture, we have got multiple items. So these are the names and these are the types. So these are business roles. And they are when the business role is last changed and changed by whom, and users. Say suppose it's a one user, and how many usage. So is it used somewhere? And also exported, imported software collection. So it is not exported, not imported. So all those information you can easily figure out from here. But in our case, unfortunately, nothing is coming up. So you're clear, right? This is the object, this is the person, and time when they last changed, the usage, and the transport status. This is just the column selection. This is available for usage means whether this particular object is used in multiple places. That is what the usage means. Yeah, so see, it's an enhancement sport, right? It could be implemented by multiple, customers or clients or vendors. So those are all usages. Okay. Next is adapt Fiori UI at runtime. How we adapt Fiori UI at the runtime. Even if an app does not support adding custom fields, most SAP Fiori apps support some type of UI adoption. This type of customization is also referred to as runtime authoring. because you are editing application while it's running. Change made in the UI adoption mode can be saved and published to the transport log. Fields can be moved around by dragging and dropping, or right click with your mouse to see all the options. If two fields are selected by holding the shift key, they can be combined to display side by side. If you change your mind, then you can separate it, you can be separated again, or you can undo the change. So basically, within a particular UI, if you want to, say suppose move two fields, then it becomes the side by side option by clicking on the shift key and holding the shift key and doing the selection of the two field, and try to, you can combine to display as side by side. We can also drag and drop or right click with mouse to see all the options. Say suppose you feel, okay, this is not what I want, you can undo the change. So that is what you see here. So before getting into this, actually I have kept open development as well as the customizing tenant, just because in my development tenant, when I was trying to look at it, I don't have an option to adapt the UI. You don't see this. But if you look at the customizing tenant under the user profile, I have an option to adopt the UI. Though we have the adopt UI, we have a limitation in doing comparing uh, to what we have in this particular screen. So more or less, the top options are the same. We have original app. If you look at here, you do have the original app here, and then UI adoptions. This is the UI adoption. Navigations are possible, visualization. You can go into all that, and in this case, say shift, holding the shift and selecting the fields. I'm not exactly able to do it, but as per their point, these fields can be combined to make a side by side extension. And also, oh, we are in the, say suppose this is the UI. I want to go to, I don't know why this is not okay. I am on the visualization, that is why it's not allowing. I have to go to the UI adoption, and then see, when I make the UI adoption, everything can be, say suppose if you want to remove this, you can do that. It's gone. So, and also if you want to move the CDS view too, I click on shift and do, it will allow me to, move or each options, and say table. Also you can make changes, like you can also have, this is not right now allowing, but basically once you set it up, you can choose whichever field you want to have on the screen. So I'm going to delete this draft because I don't want to make any change to this. But I hope you understand how can we do that. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So in a normal scenario, if you are an administrator, then you have got more option. Actually, for an administrator only, you get adapt UI, where this is a different application. This is a customer project, and in which you have got option to rename. You got option to add fields. You got option to create group. You remove, cut, and all that. But we see, I showed the minus part, like I was able to remove a particular part. Uh, so likewise, you can combine two fields just by clicking on this image. So likewise, you can use the adapt UI to modify the fields and the UI accordingly at the runtime. After changes are imported to production, end users see the customized app screen. So say suppose whatever many changes you have done, this get copied into the transport, and the transport is imported to the production. Then you will see the customized app on the production system. Only users with permission can access the runtime ordering mode from the user menu. Permissions required. So in order for you to access the runtime order, see, I was, as I said, I was able to have the adapt UI button, but I didn't have any of these options under UI adoption. So I was also limited with authorization. So that is what it is saying. Permission is required to access the app and the administrator or extensibility specialist business role. You can create app variant for specific use cases, like for example, countries, organizational units, user groups. For that, the same UI with a different, variant means, right? More or less, you can modify. It will look like your app, but some, items will be changed. UI changes to the original app or variants are not applied to other variants. UI changes outside ordering mode, that is, for example, in the release upgrade, are applied on top of existing changes to the original app and all way. This is as simple as, say, suppose any change which comes as a part of release are applied to the existing changes to the original app and all the variants. So this will be applicable to everything. Now we are looking at the activate new version of the app and publish. After you have made changes you are satisfied with, use the navigation tab to test the app out as an end user. So what it is saying, once you are done, this is not the one. Once you are done with the changes, if you are happy with everything, go to the navigation to just see whether you are okay with all the changes. So it will be looking like a runtime UI. The visualization tab shows you where changes have been made. If everything performs well, select Vant icon on the top left corner to activate a new version of the app. This is something we don't have. We also don't have the button to publish it as well. The truck icon will be then becomes visible so you can publish the changes to the transport log. These changes will now be visible in extensibility inventory app and can be added to a software collection to export them from the customizing tenant of the development system. So basically, first what you should do, you should activate the change, then you need to publish the change, then this change will be available in the extensibility inventory app. Right now we are getting it as blank because we don't have any custom uh, extensions. So as I said, this is the uh, like uh, after draft, this we have actually. Oh no, what happened? I'm not having that. One second, I'll just close this. I'll so I'm in the extensibility cockpit area. Say suppose I am on the customer project. I couldn't figure customer. Yeah. Say let's say we are in the customer project close project status. We go to this app because in this app is only not the close create part. We do have create customer project or plan the customer project option. So it is getting loaded. So this is the schedule option. And then when I go and click on the adopt UI, you have personalized the app or there are public views. The app is reloading without these changes. Okay. So this is the original app I can just look at. But for me, this is activate the new version. I cannot do that because it is disabled. And this is publish. I cannot do that because that is also disabled. And this has got something additional, more action. If I click on more action, they were talking about the app variant, right? So you can actually manage your app variant. So this will look like this. And action, what action you should do? Copy the ID. You can copy the ID is not enabled. So it is enabled, and you can close that. So this is what they were talking about. So once you publish, it goes onto your inventory uh, extension, inventory extension app. So navigation is navigate the customized app as an end user. Visualization is see where the change have been made. And we do have save, undo, exit, adapt UI mode. That is like here. If you look at, you have got this option. This is the feedback. You can, these are redo, undo. You can save. These are all disabled. Okay, only few items are enabled, and then you can close this change. And when we go back, as I said, this is the activate option. So once this is enabled, you will get a pop-up while clicking on that, and this will, say version history added, because there is a change which we are making in the UI, and we are activating it by clicking on the confirm button or canceling it by cancel button. Say suppose you go with the publish, only you can do publish after the activation. So this is publication successful. Your changes are now ready to be exported in a software collection. So this information will be displayed. And this is to create a variant. I showed that. And this is to save, undo, exit, and all that. And this I talked about. Now creating the custom field. Custom fields are created in the custom field app. So let's get back to the custom field app. Okay, I can type. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to instead of copying, I thought I will type custom fields. So let's get into the custom field.
I mean, for any report, we just want to add any custom fields, we need to open this app.
Yeah. We need
I
to
mean,
open
every development, every change, there are only apps available in the cloud.
Apps available, and also the option to do the implementation. You did see earlier, right, in the custom logic, for example. In this case, it is not showing because this is a deprecated app, but however, body must be edited in this tenant. We haven't edited it, and behavior extension must not be edited in. Oh, body must not be edited in this particular customizing tenant, because this is customizing. That has to be done in an test or production. That's what it is explaining. So this is the custom fields app. I was in the custom fields app only, right? Yes. Then I went on to the custom logic. So let me go back to the custom field. Custom fields. There is an internal error. However, in the custom field, it will show you all the custom fields that are available, and data source extension, and also custom logic available. So we were in the custom logic, so automatically name got changed. But we do have three section under the custom field. So this changed to logic because we also have custom logic as well as data source extension and custom fields. After a field is created, so I don't have option to create the field. So otherwise, what would happen in the custom field? I would have a create button to create the custom field, or it would have provided automatically and you could select, like earlier I showed in the extensibility cockpit where all the fields were showing. You could select from that, but in this case that's not possible. After a field is created, it needs to be added to a relevant app UI using the UI adoption functionality previously discussed. For reports, it can depend as some reports are analytically dashboard apps. So reports are some of the reports are mostly like analytical dashboard apps, and where you would use adapt UI, where others could be ad hoc report where you pick and choose which field to include. Say suppose dashboards are something which can be used according to the user need. So say I want my dashboard to display 4 fields, and I'm just feel that you need entire 10 fields. So these are two different things now. So in that case, we can use adopt UI, and I can make changes on mine, and then you can do your change on the variant. So likewise, it can be done. Email and form templates use a separate editor to pull in the custom field. So this is the create custom field, which is not possible for me. But in the picture, you can see that there is a new field where this field is part of a business context, which is the engagement project, label, project completion date, identifier, project completion date, YY. So the year is what it's showing. Tooltip, best estimate if no exact date. Type is date. So this is a date format when the project is completed. And business context capacity is 1%. Then what you do, you click on create. It'll create, just create the field. However, if you want to create and edit, it will allow you to edit all the, so in the create and edit option, you get many different section like general information, user interfaces, analytics, APIs, BO operation, business object operation, email template, form template, business scenario, SOAP, APIs, BAPI, IDOC, where used, and all that. And below that, you will see the data source. Basically, they are all OData service to provide the data. So select create and edit to make the field available for other relevant applications, reports, email / form templates, and or APIs. And which fields we made changes to here. uh, the project completion date, which has a tooltip and type. So you can have many different options, which just I showed below. Custom business logic. Custom logic triggers something to happen in the system that does not already occur by default. So custom logic is something we have to write so that something triggers. Uh, it it won't be triggered automatically by default. SAP has a variety of released business add-in, which is bodies that can be added to different applications using custom logic app. After you have identified a body to implement, navigate to the custom logic app to select the correct body. Because the business logic is written in ABAP code, the view documentation link provides the information about what is possible to change / control within the code. So this is simple. This is talking about the logic. Logic is written in ABAP. So we implement the body. After you create and publish the body, you may choose to open code editor to view the ABAP code that has been generated. So you can, we use Eclipse and mostly Eclipse to edit the code in like S4HANA. Uh, for example, say HANA database, and on top you want to have your ABAP code, you can do that. CDS we also created using Eclipse only. Eclipse has got extension for SAP, SAP, and that will help you to give the correct explorer or we will call it perspective. So this is the custom logic, custom business logic. So new implementations, there are a lot of extension points available. What you could do, you could select send email, and you gonna do a new implementation on send email. And in the new implementation, so what you will do, you will first provide the send email and implementation ID, where we implemented that, and then comes here. First you have to create the new implementation, and then once you are created, it has to be published, so it will be available when sending an email, for example, adding the project ID as the header, or a customized email content. All those things we can do using this option. Next is view the business add-in, which is the body code. If you want to make further changes to the standard code, you can view the sample code that shows you the correct syntax in the specific situation. So what, say suppose you want to make change the standard code. So what you could do, you can view the sample code, which is available in the extensibility cockpit app, which gives you an idea of how to make changes to the particular code. This is something I have to go a little backward, but I think I showed it earlier. Extensibility cockpit. So this is coming something. Extensibility. SAP has a variety of released business add-ins that can be added to the different application using custom logic app. After you have identified a body to implement, navigate to the custom logic app to select the correct body, because business logic is written in a web code. Yeah, I think I read this one. So I wanted to show you is, say suppose I want to go to the logic. These are logic enhancement supported for accounting, but we do not have an option here. But in this business context with scope has got that option. Um, where suppose I go inside this, this shows the UI reports. Likewise, you can change your business logic by creating the enhancement implementation. I can't do that because that app is not implemented. However, this is how you do it. Now we this is something I showed you, right? I mean, I just showed in the slide. So what you could do, for example, if it's a custom logic, say suppose I am going for custom logic. Oh, I think I don't get anything in the custom logic. Otherwise, I could show you how we have only custom logic tracing. This will also be empty because we don't have anything to trace. So as of now, it's not showing the custom logic app. However, in the app, you could do the new implementation, as I said, send email, where you need to create an new implementation, create an extension point for that implementation ID you would provide, and you would click on the create button. Then you write the code, and then come and publish the sent email notification. View the body code. If you want to make further change to standard code, you can view the sample code that shows you the correct syntax in this specific situation. The custom logic app is the one of the few areas in customizing tenant where you will see code, but only if you specifically look for it in the code editor. In the most cases, there won't be any reason to do this because the code for the body that you select is already generated when you create and publish it. So code, you don't need to like actually go and look for the code because when you start implementing the body, you will provide your code, and also it get created as well as it get published. If you make changes to the code that are not supported, the editor simply won't allow you to save or publish. This is a very controlled method of making small changes that trigger other things to occur in SAP S/4HANA cloud system with no developer knowledge. So this is actually, they said this is a limited option available. So this is an example for a body code where what if you click on the send email notification option, you get an open code editor where this is the place you can actually write your code, and there is a show sample code area where you can see the sample code. You can either copy to the clipboard and paste it here, or you can write your code snippet. This is inserting some code snippet and then publish it. It will be like the code get published into your transport, and it get imported into the test or the production system. Now we are going to talk about the custom UI. Create a custom app to display on the Fiori Launchpad. You can create apps that display on the Fiori Launchpad and link to external applications or website with the custom tile app. So, say suppose if you want a custom app uh, to be displayed on the Fiori Launchpad, you need to go to the custom tile and attach the custom UI. So, say custom tile. Maybe in the customizing 10 it's possible. Let me go there and see. So I'm using both customizing as well as custom. Oh, we don't have custom. What was that? Custom? Actually, in the talk, I just.
Custom UI or something?
Yeah, create an app, custom tile. Custom tiles. Yes. So you can have your own tile and add your custom app. So this is getting loaded. There won't be anything new. And since we don't have anything, I don't have authorization to add also, add, copy, delete. I can only do the modification on the table fields. Okay, so for example, you could link to a specific build work zone page the customer has created to provide HR information to their employees, or a custom application created with build apps. When you create a new app for the Launchpad, always remember that when you create a new app for the Launchpad, always remember that end users cannot access it unless they have permission, and the structure of where the app will display on the launchpad is defined. So this is defined through a launchpad page assigned to a space assigned to the same business role as the business catalog. So this is talking about how we display the custom page, custom UI in the Fiori Launchpad. We need to have space, we need to have business role, and it should have a custom catalog. So this is what the custom UI look like. Say custom tile. In custom tile, I don't have the option to create the tile. Mm, Even here also, if I try custom tile, it won't be allowed. Yeah, I can do that. Let me see if I have authorization in my development tenant. No, I don't have any authorization on both. But if I have authorization, I would create a tile with title and ID and click on create button. It will show you this screen where you will enter uh, these are the default values and details you have to provide. You have to provide the details. So the custom UI is mainly for SAP for me to be displayed. So title is SAP for me, URL is http colon slash slash. The rest is automatically filled and me.sap.com, and then parameter is nothing. Click on save. What this will do, this will display a custom SAP for me in the app. Assign the app to the business catalog, then to the launchpad. For example, if you create a custom tile that link to a website relevant for all the employees, I need to figure out which business catalog would be the most suitable for this app. See, SAP for me is relevant for all the employees. So now the question is, where do we put this? Like, which business catalog would be the most suitable for this app? The employee business role generally includes app relevant for all the employees in the organization. So I can navigate to maintain business role app to look at the business catalogs assigned to this role. So basically, I need to decide which catalog I want this app to be added. So for that, you can go to the maintain business role and then look at the uh, business catalog. We can't go to maintain catalog, maintain business role. We can only go to manage business role. So I click on it. I can go to manage business role. Okay. Uh, in this case, that is in the development tenant, it is only possible after the upgrade. But if I try in the custom, I would get that option. And you can see the available, catalogs. You can also go to manage business catalog, and from which you need to identify which catalog in which you can add your custom UI or custom app. Okay. So the employee business role generally include app relevant for all employees in the organization. So I can navigate to that I read. The existing HCM, which is the our HR application, where employee service catalog looks like a good fit for this new app. Within the custom tiles app, I can navigate directly to the custom catalog extension app to publish the new app to HCM employee self-service business catalog. Assign the app to a business catalog, then to a launchpad. So SAP for me is what we were trying to add. So basically, in the custom catalog extension, you can add this particular, extension SAP for me into HCM employee self-service. That is where we add and we publish. So it will get displayed in that particular employee employee UI. So you will
Understand.
see SAP for me in the launchpad. Yes, exactly. So we are going to talk about the create business object. So how do we create a custom business object? A business object is a term used to describe an artifact in ERP system. A single business object can have one or more nodes, which are entities that describes it in an hierarchical structure, one or more field that store data about the business object, and transactional operations that allow you to create, update, and delete the business data for that object. The business object could be a document or a document means it could be a customer invoice, it could be an employment contract, it could be a legal entities like customer bank, or physical object like material or inventory item. So that's what it is showing here. When we go to the custom business object, actually I could go, but custom, we won't see anything. Custom business objects, and then go to the app. As I said, there won't be any item, and I won't be able to create anything new or republish or publish the item. However, the look and feel will be like this. If you click on the new button, it will ask for you the name, and it will ask for the identifier, and I will have to zoom this. I can't see. And the name in the and also scenario is standard, and then click on create button. Select the relevant feature, check the user interface to generate an app UI from the object. Check can be associated to create a custom field connected to the object. So this is what this is showing. We are associating some other objects to this particular business object. And then we create fields to collect the data to be stored in the business object, then publish. So these are the fields available, and click on the publish button.